Hello, and welcome to All I Do Is Fail. I am your host, Tom Edwards. I'm joined today, as ever, by my co-host, Mr. Ali Woods.
Hello, listeners. Thanks again for joining us. Hello, Tom. How are you doing? You okay?
Good. Just got my second jab yesterday evening.
Oh, very nice.
Yep, it was interesting.
I posted on their AIDIF Instagram. I don't know if you saw. But,
no, I don't look at that shit.
You and everyone else. No. But I am saying that we couldn't record the Patreon yesterday, Patreon back episode. We'll make up for it next week. But because you were getting your vaccine and there'd been a delay.
Yes.
And I didn't. Now you told me the story, which I'm sure you'll tell the listeners. I needed to inform the fans.
No, of course.
So I said there's been a delay. His legs are too thin. That's all I said. I can only assume that was some medical issue. but now I realise that. But apparently that wasn't an issue.
No, that wasn't. And weirdly, this time, the slenderness of my thighs is not the problem. And in fact, the
arms too big, legs too thin. That's what they said. They tried to put it in your arm, couldn't get through the steel. Tried to put it through the leg, went straight through.
It's a problem. No. The issue this time, ladies and gentlemen, was I went to a pop-up walk-in clinic, which you could all go to now if you haven't had your second jab or even first. What are you doing if you haven't had your first?
Pretty trendy, mate. Pop-up.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Where'd you go? Are you in Royal Free? Yeah, okay, cool. It's been around for a while, to be fair. I just went to pop-up down in Shoreditch.
So they had like this new fusion stuff. You get a sort of fusion jab. Yeah.
Did you get the organic vaccine?
Yeah.
No. Right. No, it's like made by like local people in the area.
Yeah. Yeah, this woman just makes it in their garden. Like
so good. It's like purple. It's like a sick colour. It's natural.
Blends the chemicals up in her garden, whatever.
Yeah.
She's got a YouTube channel. Check it out.
Yeah. You have to like scan a QR code and then it reveals the secret location for your vaccine.
Anyway, I went to a pop-up and it might as well have been a secret underground location because they said it would take an hour. It took a lot longer than that. I'm not slagging it off. Please do go and get your vaccine regardless of how long it takes, right?
Tom Elwes says, vaccine too long. The official comment, vaccine's a long ting. Yeah. Don't get it.
Boring.
Comedian and influencer Tom Elwes has today said, vaccine's just too long to get. Echoing the thoughts of many young people.
Of course.
So long queue.
Yeah, long old queue. Getting it. No signal in the queue, right? So everyone's like,
they told people it would be an hour max.
And yeah, they're like, oh, you've been around an hour, judging by the size of the queue. Hour goes past. It's like we're an hour and a half goes past. Pushing the 2 hour limit. People are freaking out because you can't cancel. And it was it was an interesting insight into what would happen if sort of the apocalypse came and the internet went out. Like it would be bad.
It was like maybe it could have been like a psychological experiment where there was no vaccine.
Yeah, they're just filming all of us.
They just filmed all of you.
It was NASA, and they were seeing how people would react on Mars with no Netflix.
Elon Musk in the background.
Yeah,
that's the main thing they're testing right now is they can't get Netflix to Mars, but they can get people to Mars.
Yeah,
so they're like, how are we going to make this work?
What do people do without Netflix and Instagram? We don't even know anymore. So we need to go back to a simpler time.
It's like that thing they always say, get off your phone, put your phone on airplane mode or something, and then get some mindfulness. But clearly you saw that.
No, don't. Yeah, I'll tell you what I saw. What happens when people are left alone with their own thoughts? It's not good.
What were people doing?
Just getting very anxious and annoyed and pissed off.
How did you pass the time?
Huh?
You brought a book?
Oh, yeah, big novel, yeah.
Like you went along with that joke. Yeah, big novel. What am I, a nerd? Like, shut the fuck up. Obviously, I don't read.
Picture book. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I brought Watchmen, the original graphic novel, to flick through. What did you do to pass the time for 2 hours?
I just sat. It sat. That's all you could do. Well, we were standing in the queue. It took forever. You just like fucking standing in a long old queue for ages, and then because you were all waiting for these check. Because as you know, if you got double vax, you have to go and do like an initial check-in, and then you have to do the kind of like waiver thing where you agree to all the terms and conditions. Where the woman's like, yeah, so like you're right. If
you're
you
right
sort of
do this trial.
Yeah, you're all right. You'll actually be the first one ever to have it.
For Axiom 18B.
Lucky you.
Yeah. Does this make you super fast?
Yeah. No one else in the country.
Really low mortality rate. Honestly, only maybe 15% of people make it. So
like 30% of sheep's made it.
Yeah. Honestly, no, seriously. So you have to sign all those waivers. But what did you actually do for 2 hours? Did you do that thing where you got no signal and you go on your photos on your phone, flick through?
No, is that what you do?
Do you not do that? That's like the Victoria. Vittorio Angeloni is our producer today, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Vittorio.
How are you doing, Vittorio?
I'm all right, guys. When I just play solitaire on my phone.
Yeah, so I was playing a lot of
Solitaire.
That's pretty fucking old school.
Yeah.
Are you waiting in 2005?
Yeah. Get your Minesweeper out.
But okay, yeah, fair. That's something.
What you say? But Mr. Ali Woods, what just goes through old photos?
I'd look at my headshots. And
Exactly.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Yeah.
Look at this. I mean, and then the time flies.
Goes at all the screenshots of girls he could have had, the profiles, just like, oh yeah, okay.
Girls I could have had.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. But I just get lost in my eyes on my phone. But I've got so many photos and shit on there and videos. A lot of people don't know I took it of them, but going through them and just and saying, oh yeah, no, yeah, that's good, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm sure the person behind you in those moments is looking at you, going like, "Yeah, that's pretty good." Looking at the headshot of yourself, being like, "This guy knows what's up."
It's insane. I just start taking selfies with people behind me.
I just start filming the whole thing.
Filming the whole thing. I ran in the queue. I filmed myself ranting in the queue.
Yeah,
It's
a lie. Corona is a lie.
Corona is a lie. Coronavirus is a lie. So what did you do? What game did you play? I don't have any games on my phone. What, I'm not in year 7.
Well, you don't have a single game. You don't have one tube game. Everyone's got one.
No.
Just pure photos of yourself, nothing else. The greatest game of all.
The greatest game of all. How can I look at myself without crying?
Yeah.
I'm just looking through my phone now. Ladies and gentlemen, you're saying this is live. I'm looking through my phone.
This is the kind of podcasting that you'll tune in for.
I don't have a single game on here. Because when I'm on the tube or whatever, I'm messaging people or I'm reading.
You're reading?
Yeah.
What are you reading?
442.
I was going to say
an old edition. One from when United were good. I'm reading the December 08 edition of 442. Who are the best 100 players in the world? Ronaldo, Messi, and then it goes Ronaldinho still in there, and stuff like that. It's great. Read through that, flick through that, see photos of myself, pretend I'm in 442. I put the phone up, put me in a football kit.
Yeah, you've sort of obituaries you've written for yourself that you think people would enjoy. You know,
I write
stuff.
notes apps of what I'm going to say to people that I feel have wronged me when I prove them wrong. I write speeches and I go, yeah, so you thought you were all cool in year 10, didn't you? With your puberty that happened at the right time.
Listen, Sophie. I am better than you now. Look at me now.
Yeah, and then also I'm very sorry about your dad, but that's what I... That's what
you're gonna. Yeah, to be honest, none of that surprises me. So that's completely bang on.
I start a conversation with a fellow tube passenger, then get arrested, and then get a citizen's arrest by everyone else in the cab.
There was one. There was a girl and her mum, a 17-year-old girl and her mum in front of me, and the girl was having a full-on freak out, which
because she was like, "Oh, that's Tom Elwes."
Yeah,
that's
like off Instagram. Yeah,
I've seen videos.
online.
TikTok.
Are you on TV? Like, no.
You must be on TV.
No,
not
never.
TV. You must have your own show or something.
No, it won't let me on. No. You've seen some 12-second sketches of me that were not that entertaining. But yeah, no, she was having a full-on meltdown, which actually didn't really. I mean, I'm not slagging her off. Like, fair enough. It is quite, for people who have not had jabs before or whatever, it's quite an intimidating place. But I don't know if it helped the whole vibe of the sort of claustrophobic lack of phone signal and 17-year-old having a meltdown.
Yeah.
But
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You just shut up.
Stop being a wuss. You bloody wuss. That's what I was saying.
Snowflake.
Shut up. Snowflake loser. Yeah.
But what did you play? What was your game you got on your phone?
Oh, I've got a little basketball tap game. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pretty fun. You should get it.
Good high score.
Yeah. Very good, actually. I feel like if you have a phone game long enough on your phone, you only have one, that eventually you will just get insanely good at it. Because it's just, there are so many times you won't think about it, but then you'll be stuck in a place like mainly the tube without it, and you'll be like, oh, okay, give it a whirl. And eventually that builds up, and then you're weirdly good at that phone game.
Do you compete with people online?
There's leaderboards that I've seen,
Do you just call yourself Wes?
I'm not saying, Mr. L Wizard 101999. I'm not saying, whatever, I've got a nemesis maybe in China, whatever. Like, he's 12, it's cool.
I'm 11-year-old.
He regularly messages me being like, hey, you want to play? Like, come on. And I'm like, let's go. Let's go.
You're there because he's often at like 3 a.m. UK time. So you're waiting.
I actually set an alarm to play him. So.
Yeah. One day you'll beat him.
Yeah.
Okay, but now you are double vaccinated.
Double jab.
How did it go?
Fine. I feel well, so I feel fine. A bit of a sore arm.
Your
which
head looks a bit bigger.
Oh, really? I was going to say that your skin actually looked paler afterwards. So, I was thinking that with the symptoms would come.
Our superpowers get more.
Bit more.
Some sort of weird government facility.
Ali's going to turn into the Invisible Man eventually, and my head will give me sort of lift off eventually.
I'm going to look like Nightcrawler from him, blue.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say blue. There's a shade of white where you officially become invisible, and that'll be it.
Thank you. Thank you. That's good. Well done, getting double vaxxed.
Yeah, double vaxxed up. I don't know. And you know what? I a bit of a sore arm, which apparently is really bad. People regularly look at me and be like, "You look like you get sick a lot," and apparently. My immune system not great if you don't feel symptoms.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently if you feel symptoms, like your immune system is strong because it's like trying to fight and like kick in. But if you just have like a sore arm, I felt a bit tired last night. Apparently, yeah, not good.
I mean, I had the same. Yeah.
I really like absolutely nothing. Yeah, but like
I had
again,
a bit of a sore arm. Yeah.
Let's be honest. People look at the pair of us and they're not like these guys. they're healthy.
What's wrong with us?
Individuals.
I mean, yeah, I'm a bit pale.
Yeah.
Maybe they look at me and they go, he looks like a man that will get done by whooping cough.
Yeah.
Victorian.
Yeah.
Maybe. But well done on getting double vax. You have to go wait 2 weeks and then you're official.
Yeah. Should we quickly talk about the antics of Tuesday night? Thank you very much to everyone and all the listeners who came down on Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah. Great to see you.
Vauxhall
Thanks very
Comedy.
much. You're welcome down every Tuesday. Vauxhall Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Me and Tom, one of us will be emceeing. And the other one will be trotting out the very best with some new stuff.
Sprinkled.
Yeah.
A shout out to the cast of Love Island who came down. Two very nice girls. Thanks for putting me on your story, the one with 1 million followers, and not tagging me. Cheers for that.
Is it?
Burn the material. Don't tag me. Cheers. Loads of people messaging me being like, "Hey, you're on that girl from Love Island story."
As well.
Yeah. Fully videoed like a minute of my set. Yeah. And didn't tag me, so that's great.
It's cold out here.
Yeah. Rough.
If you've not been on Love Island, you don't exist, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
So just to catch you up. Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, go on. You go.
Just to catch you up. So the two ladies came to the show last night, to Tuesday night, sorry. And when I was emceeing, one of them heckled another audience member, fondly in a fun way, and got talking to them. Turns out one was a contestant on 2018 Love Island, one was a contestant on 2017 Love Island.
Only the best celebrities come down to Vauxhall Comedy on Tuesday.
Ones. You can tell famous because when they chatted to me, they were like, "What's happening here?" I was like, "It's a comedy show." And they're like, "Oh, I might get up," and I was like, "Yeah, fuck off." And then they were like, "We could put it on our stories." I was like, "Oh, you got lots of followers?" They're like, "We got a few." I was like, "Cool." But in my head, I was thinking, I've got some followers as well.
Yeah. They just had, unfortunately, a few more. Just a few more.
I have like 4%.
Yeah. It's like one of like 1.4 million people.
1.2 million for one, 1.1 million for the other. But they were really nice, and then and chatted to them afterwards.
Yeah, we went
catching up on all the gossip.
Got all the gossip. They did refer to us as muggles, non-celebrity, and I was like, that's a stretch calling you guys celebrities, but whatever.
So I thought, not gonna lie, reality TV people are all pricks.
Yeah.
I just had that assumption in my head. I just thought, to go on reality TV, to want to do that as your career, you got to be very incredibly self-involved. You got to listen to people, but they were very friendly. They were
nice. They're nice.
Didn't ask loads of questions.
No.
About our lives
or
anyone else's lives, but they were very chatty,
and they were interesting to talk to about. I got to get. To be honest, I learned everything I needed to know about reality TV and that circuit. That is what I learned.
And the stories of so one of them, Chris Brown, slid into her DMs.
Yeah, and then she got a BBC podcast and got 2 seasons of it because of that. So that shows you. That shows you where we're at.
Whereas a different Chris Brown who lives in Woking
slid into mine and was like, "You're fucking shit, mate."
My DMs saying, "You woke shit bastard."
Yeah.
And yet the BBC won't answer my calls.
Yeah.
So what can you do? But I mean, it's pretty. And I thought it was going to be one of those because a few of us were getting a drink afterwards. We said, "Did you want to come for a drink?" I thought it'd be one of those where they were like, "No, like a drink with muggles."
Muggles, yeah.
But no, they were all right.
She actually one of them wanted to really do stand up, and I was like, I don't do that. But she I don't know, she sort of felt like very keen. And I told her to watch that Curtis Pritchard on Stand Up to Cancer, and then I was like, that's what happens if you don't take it seriously. Like it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, fair. But I mean, we're the celebrity hotspot now. We're like a cool sort of LA or New York club where all the big celebs from 2017 and 18
dropping in. Sometimes earlier.
Sometimes they're
I saw Pete from Big Brother. That's who we can hope for. Yeah, that's who I want. I don't want anyone
Gil
post.
Pochetti will be down.
I don't want anyone past. You were big past 2009. You can't come. You know, if you were on TV, sort of early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Even people like Peter Andre is still too relevant for us.
Yeah, I like sort of. If you could get someone who's sort of one of the hosts of Location or something, that'd be good.
Yeah. That's sort of our vibe now. But that's a good reason to come down to Tuesday at Vauxhall Comedy Club for AIDIF Tuesdays, because you never know which reality stars will have people from The Biggest Loser.
Yeah.
Soon.
A guy who said he was on The Right Stuff once. So.
Yeah. Tool Academy.
Yeah.
Brat Camp. What was that?
Loads of people have been on Jeremy Kyle. Just loads. Loads and loads.
It's our audience. So yeah, but very fun show. Thank you very much for coming, and lovely to meet the loved one. And we asked if they wanted to come on here, not because they have a combined total of 2.3 million followers on Instagram, more just because we, interesting conversations.
What and what not
when they do it and then say, by the way, you're not allowed to post this.
Yeah.
Or they tag the wrong people. Yeah. Just done the Have a Word podcast.
Alistair Wood
guys.
and Tom Elway.
Yeah. Alistair Williams and Tom Allen.
Oh, yeah. Getting a shout out.
Yeah. But we could get on. Tom, should we do?
Let's do a bit of news
from this week.
First one up. The Nirvana baby. He's suing Nirvana's estate.
He's fully grown, firstly, now.
Yeah. He's 30 years old, made it, and now he's suing the Nirvana estate for apparently a lifetime of sort of I can't remember the exact terminology of it, but he felt like he had been.
Was that exploitation?
Well, he said it was a child exploitation, but he's more suing. He's saying it is technically child exploitation, but he's also claiming that it's like emotional abuse and has traumatized him over the last 30 years. However, lots of things have come to light since he did put in the lawsuit.
Oh yeah.
One of the funniest being that he recreated the photo shoot 4 different times over the span of his life.
Naked?
No, he's like shirtless or wearing shorts. 4 different times he recreated it over his life. He actually put on an art gallery recently, and he wanted to. He had loads of paintings that people had done of him as the baby and Nirvana said no, he couldn't put that exhibition on. Okay, so yeah. Also in a 2018 Guardian article, he said it was a really amazing experience and he's had so many opportunities from being the Nirvana baby. So look, it doesn't scream he's really suffered, but I don't know this man. He could have.
Well, I wonder how he's suffered. How can you suffer? People go, I saw your penis as a baby, and you're like, you're a pedo, mate.
Yeah. Sick.
You're disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, as an old man, what was it? We usually made fun of other babies. It would have been he's the coolest baby in 1993 or whatever it was. He's the coolest kid. And now, I mean, how could he?
And also, it's definitely benefited him. And it's a story for life being like, oh yeah, I was that Nirvana baby.
I was the Nirvana baby.
He's probably made I don't even know how much he would have made over his life. But let's just say he made $400,000.
They should ask him. First question, if I was and look, I could be the prosecutor. Who knows what I've got going on? And I could turn up. First question I ask him says, have you ever got laid because you said I was the Nirvana baby?
Yeah.
And he would have to say yes because he definitely has.
100%.
And then I'll be like, Lord, I rest my case. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You wouldn't have recreated the photo at 4 different other times in your life at different ages if it wasn't
that hard time reliving that hard time. But
so yeah, the argument was that naked baby photos aren't deemed child porn, but he says that the note, the money and him grabbing for the money is what has sexualized the image, and that's what the court case is being built on.
Sexualized. Victoria enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's what his lawyers are going for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sexualizing the image by grabbing money.
Yeah.
But is he?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just a joke, isn't it? Like, it's just like, his lawyer, today it's
just whack him on another album cover.
Yeah.
Clearly that's what he wants. He had one. He thought, this isn't going to be me. I'm going to be on album covers for the rest of my life, and no one gives a fuck.
No, he's just it's
Get
money
him on
grab,
Lizzo's album.
It's such a money grab.
Grabbing money with his arse out or something.
Well, the whole thing about I've suffered.
Yeah.
is like, well, it's not like anyone's like recognizing you
Exactly.
on the street. You have to tell everyone for them to even know. You could walk away from that fame so easily.
Yeah.
Imagine though, that would be a sick power if you could go up to him and be like, "Are you the big?"
Sorry, can you pull your trousers down?
Yeah.
I
It's
just need
you.
to-
I knew.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
He's got the same
Yeah.
kid as poor bloke.
Yeah.
That is. It has really
I'd
tough,
sue
isn't
for
it?
that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the issue. Like
So
when
many
he sees
more
with
people.
girls, they're like, I've seen this one before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what's up.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah.
You get them back to your hotel, and then you put them down like, "Oh, you really are the
Oh.
baby." Eyes.
Awkward. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, and then they throw some money in the air. Chase it. Swim. Throw it in the pool.
No, this is just bullshit money grabbing, and yeah, he can. I mean, look, there may have been a case had he not come out so many times and recreated it and tried to do a whole exhibition of him, you know, in different paintings of it. But the fact he has, I'm sure this will get thrown out.
It does go to a larger issue though of people putting their kids on social media and
Yeah.
stuff. And what that and that must be starting now. Must have like 16. I think someone sued their mum or something like that as well. But in America, it was like 16-year-olds going like, "Why'd you put me these dumb pictures of me on the internet when I was 3 years old?" Blah blah blah. And that's what people are doing with their kids. I wouldn't put my kids on social media. I don't like my kids. I
Not enough to get them on.
My baller single hustler life.
Yeah.
I don't want people to know I've got baggage. but I personally, I don't know. People want to put their kids on social media.
They can put their
And I
kids
do
on
wonder.
social
I
media.
don't know what the harm of that is later in life.
Well, so yeah, certain reality stars were like, you know, is the next step. You got to have a kid, keeps you relevant. So you know, there's some people.
Is that right?
Yeah,
No.
that's what some people may or may not have said. Yeah, they said, you know, once the work starts drying up, have a kid, because then you got a whole nother life cycle of
Wait.
entertainment.
Why did you have me as a kid, Mum? Well,
Yeah.
on Love Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I then did other reality shows. I did sort of Big Brother spin-off, did, you know, whatever.
And the celebs go dating.
Yeah.
Oh, did you meet Dad through that?
No.
It's just shagging in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Awful people.
Yeah.
But anyway, my engagement was going down.
Yeah. Work dried up and boom, had a kid.
Mummy bloggers.
Yeah.
Ching, 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 ching.
10 more years of entertainment.
Yeah.
For me.
Anyway, sit still for the picture. You know,
Yeah.
the lighting's good. Speaking of pictures and putting stuff on the internet, big news in the OnlyFans community.
The year of the U-turn. First we had the Super League, now we have OnlyFans doing the
Similar audiences,
Yeah.
same audiences.
Yeah, very big actually. I would say the crossover between Super League Premier Football fans and OnlyFans is whoa. That's
They
an
were
intersection.
getting ready to have Friday nights of watching Real Madrid versus Arsenal.
Yeah.
And then smacking on OnlyFans for 2 hours
OnlyFans
after that.
afterwards.
And there was there would have been less embarrassment and humiliation asked for on OnlyFans than for the Arsenal fans watching that.
I think it's. I mean, it's a classic. It's just
Well, tell the
OnlyFans.
story, yeah. Do you want to
Yeah, so the story is that OnlyFans have backed out. They were going to ban. You were going to still be allowed
What
to
is
have nudity.
OnlyFans? What is OnlyFans?
Well, for those who don't know what OnlyFans is,
I
which
might know.
I mean, our audience, I assume they all do. But like, for
they're
those who don't,
legends.
yeah, for those who don't, OnlyFans is a website that allows you. What is it? An app or a website? A bit of both, really. I guess it's a website.
feign
'cause it's not-
ignorance now,
No, it's not.
Tom.
It's not an
It's
app.
a web platform,
It's a
Bitcoin constabulary.
Yeah. No, it is actually a website because it's not an app that you can have on the App Store. So it is a website that you can go on and you can basically, it's subscription-based content, but it allows you to upload photos of you wearing no clothes and videos of you also basically doing porn, homemade porn, and it's become extremely popular. It's massive, and there are some benefits, I will say, to OnlyFans. It has revolutionized the porn industry and put money back to performers, which has been really beneficial because a lot
of exploitation in that.
yeah, a
industry.
lot of exploitation in that industry. So performers were finally getting paid what they deserve for what they were doing. So that is a positive. However, obviously, it has gained quite a lot of negative stigma over the years because of various people joining it. And then also, like, there's lots of weird things about content and who's the ownership of the content. And if you got uploaded to someone else's OnlyFans, it's quite difficult to get things down. And they haven't always been the best at monitoring it, allegedly. These are all obviously not 100% claims, and don't sue me. But so there has been a sort of backlash towards OnlyFans over the years. However, I don't think it's hurting anyone. If people want to sign up to people to look at people
Yeah.
naked, whatever. That porn's been a thing for years. So what's the problem?
Literally is.
Yeah.
I've never watched it.
No, you should try. You'd love it.
Yeah, I would. But the point being that now it's going to be, it still exists.
Yeah,
but no pornographic content.
No. So
no nudity.
Last week it came out that they were going to have it, but you were allowed nudity, but no like sex. You weren't allowed to have like penetrative sex. I think you were allowed to just have
me on it. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, but you were allowed
What
to.
kids are calling it nowadays.
Nude images.
You fancy coming back to mine for some penetrative sex? I was the nevermind baby, you know.
Nude but nothing lewd. Okay, that's that. I think that was the official line.
Okay.
But now they've backtracked on that, and they've been like, because people got so angry that OnlyFans was going to take away the porn, and people were like, well, what's the point?
Yeah.
That they backtracked, and now it's just it's going because it's staying as is.
So it's double.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that they've.
No, they went and then they've pulled back on it.
Right. Okay. Well, good. I think OnlyFans is better than porn websites because, as you say, they can monitor their own, they can put up their own content and they can decide what they want to do and build a community with their fans and then get the money from that rather than getting exploited or getting stuff videoed and then they, that could be anywhere, that could be sold to anyone at any time.
Yeah.
So good for them.
I think it has crept in. The OnlyFans where like rich guys will set up a studio. Not dissimilar to this.
Oh, really?
And have like a
podcast. I do podcasts.
Yeah.
And people say it's the most disgusting thing I've seen on OnlyFans.
But they'll have like a staff of girls, so they're essentially like pimping these girls out. So they take most of the money and then pay the girls a cut. So that has come into.
But that's what I mean, like the sort of exploitation.
I
That's why OnlyFans got a lot of backlash.
Fuck OnlyFans.
Yeah. In general, though, I mean, but with every platform, people will use and abuse it. But like, it's in general has been quite good towards performance, I think. Like, obviously there is this sort of
I remember when I was a teenager
and I had to go to the shop and buy a magazine and my mum were like, sort of what's that, Ali? And you're like, oh, don't worry.
It's along those lines, and I think I was maybe 14 or something, and on Viva. Do you remember Viva?
Mm-hmm.
It was Channel 21 on Freeview and the hits was 18. Viva used to be something else.
Right.
Anyway, it was music throughout the day, and then they had some weird shit on in the evening. But they had a documentary on amateur porn at 10 p.m. And I was like...
Every night? That's weird.
No, and I was like, I'll watch this because I'll get to watch some porn in the thing. But it was very revealing.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. Bizarre bit of it, by the way, because they talk to some porn stars. And there is a lot of exploitation in that, but some are... doing it and they love it, but one of them who was loving it, they did this thing in the documentary where she sat down with her family and some extended family and they watched one of her pornos together.
No.
They did.
No, her family sat and watched her porn.
Yeah.
No.
Because
I feel like your brain has got this wrong.
No, I remember it very clearly. She was sat there and she was like taking the piss out of like her uncle getting hard on or something. And it was so strange, but she was very like porn positivity, pro porn, and she liked what she did, and she was proud of it, and she wanted her family to like support what she was doing. And so clearly the producers gone, let's get them to watch one of your pornos with you in the room.
They got the popcorn in, and they were like, oh, I love this one. It's going to be great.
Literally, I remember that so vividly. But also there was a lot of there's a lot of exploitation outside of that, and a lot of for women as well. So I'm very unsafe because you're employed. It was like women in comedy, like being employed to just go to some venue and do your job, but you don't really know who's there, and you're traveling alone a lot of the time.
Oh yeah.
So there was that element of it. So I think OnlyFans is probably good for that.
Well, I like that OnlyFans.
I wouldn't sit and watch my comedy with my family, so I don't.
And you tried, but
because they won't let me. But that was an amazing.
I think OnlyFans is like they are trying to go legit. So it was all a part of them trying to go legit, like have a kind of cool Instagrammable like paywall for content, which in theory is a good idea. I think that's a good idea. I think they saw what Patreon had done and they wanted to achieve that. However, I don't know if you can go from porn to 100% AOK. You know,
what's that?
I don't think not AOK, but like sorry, I'm not saying porn that was wrong,
That's
but
a different category. A-OK.
But I don't think
I'm into A-OK now. It's like
asexual porn.
Asexual.
It's pretty weird. Just a guy sitting in a room by himself for now.
asexual open knowledge.
Yeah.
It's actually called learning. That's what gets me hard.
But I don't. It's a difficult shift to go from being fully porn to knitting videos or like, you know, whatever it may be, whatever content.
But whatever
paywall.
gets people off.
Yeah.
I don't care. If they want knitting
The
videos.
weird thing is there isn't any what is deemed normal content that people wouldn't. There's someone in the world who'd wank to it.
Whapping off
Yeah,
that. Yeah. Well, look. Well done, OnlyFans, I suppose, for disrupting the industry.
Yeah.
And we'll keep a keen eye on it. And if you want to sponsor us,
we'll do an OnlyFans, and we won't put anything sexual on there. But I don't know, just some friendly photos of us with my dog or something. Yeah,
smiling photos of us on the. If you want to get the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
All I do is fail after dark.
Yeah.
It's just pictures of me in like a new jumper.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Like
your mum bought you Pikachu on the front.
Pikachu on the front. He's my favourite Pokemon.
If enough people message us and say we want the OnlyFans, then
it never goes well.
We will do the OnlyFans, but you have to know it's OnlyFans for just wholesome content.
The wholesome content.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't put that on my normal cool feed.
No.
You know what I mean? Put on my normal Legends feed. Finally, just before we go on to Agony Uncle, but not in a weird way, just want to say, this is supposed to be a comedy podcast, and we're supposed to be comedians. And I went up to Edinburgh Fringe Festival this weekend.
Oh, nice.
To see what it was like, and it is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
There's only about 20% of people there. It's also a bit shit.
Right.
You get off at Edinburgh Waverley, and it's like a normal city. It's not busy. There's
no posters, nothing.
Fairs. Not really many posters at all. There's not really much music or performance art going on the streets that there normally is. I went up Friday. This is me getting off at like Friday afternoon as well. Normally,
if there's not at least 5 people playing the bagpipes really badly. Remember when we were flyering when we went in 2019? Some girl rocked up. She was quite young, bless her, like whatever. And I remember she just pulled out the bagpipes and then just played the shittest bagpipes you've ever heard. I was like, it got to a point where I was like, you're actually killing my flyering here. Like this is really bad.
A rival show that employs her to go around and get people away from other shows. Because shit bagpipes is very bad. Because good bagpipes is shit.
Yeah,
so
it's a tough one with good bagpipes.
Yeah, but so there's not really much.
It was just like one note the whole time. Like,
so apologies, listeners. But. Bless her though as well. I did think I was like, who'd want to go to a bagpipe concert? You know what I mean? Like, no one has ever. The only reason for bagpipes is to let you know that you're in Scotland.
Yeah,
that is it.
90 minutes of the best bagpiping. The world has to offer. He's gonna be doing Lady Gaga covers and stuff.
Bagpipe and mega mix. Yeah. Gets on another bagpipe. A special guest, Angus McFerguson. Everyone's like, whoa, what? They got McFergie in.
He does sort of neon light bagpipes. Just kind of a few lasers going.
I'll tell you how every song starts.
Yeah.
So
people are like, this one's my favourite.
Yeah. No, I didn't think you were going to play this one.
No.
So it's not as much of that, but there's a great vibe. You can get in anywhere. You can go and sit down at any pub. You can go in and walk in and get drinks ordered like that.
Wow,
Service.
okay.
You walk up to the thing. Yeah, no queues for anything.
Oof.
There's like 10% of venues. A lot of venues just doing one room. So the venue's open, but just for one room.
So there's a lot of toilets without shows going on. Is that what you're saying this year? There's a few less toilets with a show in the back of it.
Yeah. So I didn't see any of those.
Sometimes you walk into a toilet in Edinburgh and there's like stuff going on. You think it's like sort of conversation or whatever. There's sort of having a row or something. But actually, it turns out it's a full show.
It's a play. Yeah. Turns out it's a sixth form play.
Yeah. The audience are in the stalls, all 4 of them. Yeah.
One man actually doing a shit.
Yeah.
Not watching. It's what he's doing.
He's confused as well. Like what?
It's not as much of that.
Yeah.
None of that. Everything's ticketed now. Very few. I went to one that was a free show that was not ticketed that you had to queue up for. But even the free venues all ticketed. And then they do a bucket afterwards. Everyone's selling out is basically the thing. All the comedians are selling well.
Doesn't that? So we're at 20% of shows. Well, I think honestly, the Fringe. Let's just go half capacity. Say they could only cap the amount of shows that there can be, and then just keep it at 50% of shows. Then everyone will have a good time. I feel isn't that the way forward?
Cap the amount of shows. If you're too shit or too big, you can't come.
Yeah.
It should be for those with hope.
Yeah. Somewhere in the middle. Yeah, if you're too big, you definitely
I think there should be one venue for big comics because they draw in other people. So, but that should be like a fucking 1,000-seater that you're never going to do in your fucking life. But they should, when you see a big comic doing like 100-seater, you're like, come on, man, you don't need to do this.
Just bullshit. And like, I don't know.
But anyway, it was great. It was and shout out to friends I saw there and caught up with and watched the shows and stuff. It was really good. The audiences were so appreciative as well. That's another thing. You don't get shit Edinburgh audiences who they're on their 7th show of the day and they hate you.
Yeah.
They're trying to still be cultured.
Yeah.
They've booked in far too many shows. They're hungry. It's been raining. No, everyone was like super happy that you were there, and because like there wouldn't have been a Fringe without people who'd have taken a risk and gone up. So big shout out to everyone who went up. I'm jealous. I wish I'd have gone up.
We should have taken back the Elves and Woods Midsummer Madness.
Well, yeah, I mean,
killed it
because people are making good money there as well.
Damn.
Fair play to them.
Damn. Oh well. All right, we are now going to move on to Agony Uncle, but not in a weird way.
So this week, Tom asked his followers for a lifemare, a incident, a ongoing drama that is happening in your life that you would like some advice from us. God knows why you'd want advice from us, but we.
Some people do. Some people do.
Yeah. And also a reminder: if you have had a previous lifemare on here, let us know how it's going now.
Okay, so this is all to do with sleep. I can't sleep. My new job is so...
Try listening to us.
Yeah.
Done. Next one. Smashed.
I can't sleep. My new job is so stressful. It keeps me awake at night. Feel like it's a never-ending cycle of stress and no sleep.
Shit. I got to say, though, love this because I love sleep theory.
Okay.
Big fan.
You're a sleep theorist?
I'm a sleep theorist. Never do it. Never practice it.
Yeah.
Don't try from your own supply.
Seen a couple of YouTube videos.
But I watch a lot of people sleep. You've known that about me for years.
Yeah, that's true. That is... in all different places, through their windows, whatever.
So look, right, sleep is completely to do with your mindset. Yeah, you can physically help yourself there, but a lot of the time it's to do with your state of mind. That's why a lot of people don't sleep. If this job is stressing you out to the point where you can't sleep, you got to seriously consider whether you need this job. If you can move job to a less stressful job, or if you can have a word with the people who employ you, your managers and that, then to alleviate some of the stress that people have got to recognize is mental health is a serious thing nowadays, and they're worried they're going to get sued. They don't actually care about your health, but they're worried they're going to get sued. They're worried if Nirvana, baby, is suing people from 30 years ago. If you're like, I can't sleep, and they go, well, you better fucking put the tags on those fucking clothes. They're fucked, mate. So you can so there's a couple options there about your work. Either see if you can get a different job, or talk to your managers and just tell them the extent to which you're stressed. And people have to take it seriously now, so they should be doing that. If none of those options, you have to stay at the job, you need it, you can't talk to anyone, or if they refuse, whatever, here's like the practical stuff you can do. Stay out of your room. Stay out of your room as much as possible.
Okay.
Stay off your bed as much as possible. If you're insomniac, basically only allow yourself to go into your room between the hours of midnight and 6 a.m.
Right.
And that's when you can go sleep. Even if you don't sleep, then you have to leave at 6 a.m. And over time, that will build your body up to associate this place with the sleep place, and you'll just start building your sleep up then. And also you'll get tired throughout the day, which will make you sleep later. Don't have naps. If you want to have a nap, have the longest nap you can have is 20 minutes.
Wow. Because
that means you don't go into deep sleep, so you have a relaxing, calming, restorative experience, but you don't then wake up blurry-eyed. You haven't done that from a nap, and you're like, oh, fucking hell. Yeah. And then suddenly it's like 6 o'clock, and you've got to sort of get yourself up. So don't have naps. Avoid those as much as possible, unless if you do want to do one, do it between the hours about 2 and 5 p.m., because that's when your body actually sort of goes in a bit of less energetic. I've got some sort of thing from when we were cavemen and shit. But that's the time to do it. You do 20 minutes, set a 20-minute alarm, and then get up. And then other things you can do. Yeah, physical exercise, exhaust yourself, walk around as much as you can. Take the stairs, not the lift. Do exercise if you can. Go to the gym or whatever. That sort of stuff will help you with your sleep. And big one, obviously, is get your phone away from you.
No phones.
All of it. My rule, when it gets to 11 p.m., Phone on airplane mode.
Turn that OnlyFans off, guys.
Turn
you don't
that
need
OnlyFans
it.
off.
You don't need it.
Stuff that stimulates you, even listening to music, listening to podcasts and stuff, it's just not good. Read, that's a good thing if you can do that. But get yourself away from screens, because that tricks your body and your eyes believe it's daytime, and it stimulates you loads because of the light. So get yourself away from that. Get yourself away from screens and laptops as early as you can before sleep. Do calming stuff. Drink green tea. Just be in comfortable clothes. All the stuff that is obvious, but sometimes we forget. Those are my tips.
Sleep Doctor Woods, right?
I love it. Bath as well. If you got a bath, have a bath an hour before you're planning to go to sleep.
If anyone, if you're still struggling, employ this guy.
Give it a shower,
and he'll come and lay next to you and monitor your sleep throughout the night and make sure you're getting that good 8 hours.
Whisper, follow Ali.
Yeah.
Follow Ali, come to the show. Tuesdays, Vauxhall Comedy Club.
Yeah, that's what you look forward to. Okay,
but
that's good advice.
I apologise for that, because sleep is a huge deal.
No, good, yeah.
And also, I would say as well, this is a big thing. And I'm an extremist. I'm an extremist sleeper, ladies and gentlemen.
The coolest of all sports.
Yeah, I'm
an extreme sleeper.
The Talibed.
Yeah.
But extreme sleeper. Yeah, she loves sleeping with me because I'm really good at it. As in, like, the sleeping part. Really good at the sleeping part. But
the most competitive man in the world is a competitive sleeper as well.
But I would also, big fan of, when your alarm goes, get up. None of this snoozing nonsense. Fuck that shit.
Okay.
Alarm goes, get up. That will set you
sort of got a military precision to you.
Yes, exactly.
I bet you make your bed very well.
It's okay.
Yeah. Could be better. I'm critiquing myself now.
Yeah, exactly. There's no perfection.
There's always room for improvement in everything in life.
100%. But yeah, big into it. So good luck to you. I hope it goes well. And anyone else struggling with sleep, those are my top tips for you.
What happens when you have girls sleep over? The alarm go off and you get the fuck up.
Cross that bridge when it comes to it.
Yeah. Oi, get up.
But genuinely, when I date people, I just have to put up with their fucking incessant snoozing. And then my alarm goes and I'm up.
Yeah. And you just stare at them and go, do you know how much you've snoozed now? Do you know?
I can't understand it. I don't get why you'd want to sleep for 9-minute increments for 45 minutes.
Okay.
Instead of just sleeping that good sleep time, that deep sleep. Anyway.
Okay.
Don't bring up my divorce.
Please. please follow Ali Wood's gigs for more sort of military sleep regimes.
You can if you want to message me about any. I'm always up for a chat about sleep. I love the theory of sleep. I love the idea that a third of our lives you're not even conscious. You have to. That's mad, isn't it?
It's wild.
Insane.
It's absolutely.
They can't believe a human existence where you eradicate sleep. There's like the best we could do is get to like 3-4 hours of sleep a night and be still active.
You know what I find weird about sleep is some people have that gene, which means they don't need it. I was listening to like Kevin Hart, and he was like, and apparently like Margaret Thatcher and a few others had it as well. But there is like a certain gene which it just allows people to like. Well, so there's so many different theories about.
Slept really very brief periods throughout the day, didn't she? I think that was her thing.
Yeah, but there's like those
waking up, killing some miners, then going back.
Back. Yeah. Maybe she got a little bit extra. Wouldn't have happened. But like there's like theories on why we need sleep, because no one actually 100% knows. It's all theoretical, but a lot of people think it drains the toxins that build up in your brain over the day, kind of thing. And if you have the certain gene, it can just do it a lot quicker. So apparently, it's like listen to Kevin Hart as well. He's saying I have it, and he's like I only ever sleep like 3 to 4 hours maximum. Yeah,
crazy. But he's short. He doesn't need as much.
That's true. That's true. He's half the time of a normal person.
Yeah, you see little dogs there like they're running around.
Feisty.
Yeah, but what's that? Has that helped him? No.
Yeah. Where is he?
But yeah, thank you very much for sending your love. Good luck with it. Let us know how it goes. This time next week, you'll say, I had 7 wonderful nights sleep.
Yeah, following Ali Woods' sort of
top tips.
Israeli CIA
I went
sleep conditioning platform.
It's good sleep practice to get. You are your habits.
You can subscribe to Ali Woods' sort of classes for $16.99 a month.
We've got a sleep podcast, but you know all the other sleep podcasts is like Drifting Wood. Mine is like, go to sleep now, you idiot. What are you doing? Set an alarm. Get up.
You'll be so tired tomorrow and everyone will hate you.
Yeah, everyone will hate you. Everyone will hate you. You're not going to work 100% capacity. Yeah. But thank you very much for sending that in. Good luck. Let us know how it goes.
We will. Okay. Now we are going to move on to FailMail, ladies and gentlemen.
So this week, FailMail, if you didn't know, is when we ask you to send in your failures and read them out for all of our enjoyment, but also to celebrate our failures and how we will come back from them. So as always, we'll go from the AIDIF pod account first. We've got a couple here. Simone, who's a friend of the show, remember a hotel, Australia Hotel.
Oh, yes. Perfect.
Simone.
Big friend.
Big friend of the show. Every outfit I wore as a 15-year-old, Christina Aguilera Dirty Era, she's given 3 R's for Dirty. Dirty Era was my fashion inspiration. Just because you have a body of a grown woman doesn't mean you need to show it off like a grown woman.
There is an amazing TikTok page of a woman. She's like a fashion stylist, and she just like goes over outfits that people wore in the early 2000s, and it is actually fucking hilarious. Like the sheer quantity of belts that some girls would wear. It's like you're wearing like up to 4 belts in an outfit.
I'm a 4-belt kind of lady.
Yeah.
You can't handle that. You can't handle my belts. In primary school, wet myself in class. A classic.
That's classic.
So Tom, what do you got? I should say that's Hussein, who's also a friend of the show, who does come down to Tuesdays at Vauxhall Comedy Club, and we see her there, and she's a legend. Go for it, Tom.
Okay, just I mean, this probably says more about the people who are following me. Getting caught in the toilet of a pub sucking off my ex. I mean, are you more upset that it was your ex, or is that the embarrassing part? Like, you need to tell us it was your ex. Like,
That's just, oh man, I can't even imagine the feeling of some bloke walking in that cubicle with some bouncer, and you're literally got a cock in your mouth.
yeah. Why?
Yeah, I think of like you've been caught with your cock in your hand.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Oh man. Fair play. Well, good. Well, good for you as well. Very saucy endeavours. Also, the pub. Not even a club. Not even like a trendy nightclub. Like your local boozer, the Dog and Duck, at like 9 p.m. Plan to answer the door naked for a delivery man. Brackets grinder. Did it to the wrong guy. What would you do if you knocked on someone's door and they just answered naked?
This is weird. Someone went to spud me, and I leant down and said hello, thinking it was a microphone. I was like, I'm assuming his fist.
What the hell? Oh, that's just probably an awkward joke.
Yeah, like hello.
And then I resumed being a 48-year-old dad.
But someone was like, hello. Oh God.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, dear. Waiting for my friend to come back from the washroom to pay the bill at the restaurant. I assume they never came.
God. A lot of injuries. Like I broke my arm falling off a coffee table whilst dancing to Chicago when I was 10. I don't know about that.
Yeah, there's quite a bit to unpack here. When I fell into the Thames trying to give my son's pet hamster a Viking funeral. That's very sweet.
Set it on fire.
Yeah, literally.
Or was he going sort of pushing it out and then he was trying to hit it with arrows, flaming arrows? Because that's how I would want to go. If I die before I'm like 40, I definitely want to go Viking funeral.
I just love this hamster with his little shield.
Yeah.
On the top, just going out on a little boat. And then, but also, I mean, apart from just pushing the boat, maybe it pushed the boat and then it kept coming back in, so he tried to go in and they just eventually fell into the tank.
I'm assuming like he tried to push the boat out, but then like the fire went out and then he was like, oh, I better get some more gasoline on it.
And there's people picking her up being like, why did you go into the Thames? I was trying to give my son's hamster a funeral. Viking funeral.
Okay, this is good. So someone told me the first time I went to Nando's that the sinks for washing up your plates, and I did.
That's nice though. That's nice. Good prank.
Where would you put like the chicken bones though? You just
maybe she got a burger or something.
Yeah, and then just went and washed up.
Just so good. That's lovely. That's really sweet. Imagine the staff would not have stopped her.
No.
Fucking one nice thing for us to do. Got 3 from one person here. Number 1, getting stuck in a stage curtain during a university drama performance. Classic. Number 2, accidentally giving my physiotherapist a half-eaten box of chocolates for Christmas. That's funny as well because, like, I ate that. I know you're trying to make me healthy, but I ain't eating.
We still got work to do.
Yeah. And then 3, somehow tagging myself as my university crush's girlfriend in his Facebook profile pic. Weird.
University. I mean, that
must have stalked her so much. Maybe
that was the best time when Facebook allowed you to tag
like whoever.
Yeah. That was a great time. Or like comment, or it showed you when people became friends with other people. That was a really
good. And then everyone would go like it. The guy and a girl.
Who's your friend? Like
lol. So good, mate. Such drama. Do you remember people changing relationship statuses? Oh my god, that needs to come back. When a girl suddenly is now single. Oh my god, babes, chat to me.
Yeah. That was just you trying to slide in. Yeah.
Such drama. Yeah, that was me. I didn't reply. At high school, I sneezed and farted simultaneously in front of a head teacher. When I wrote on a leaving card for a manager, I love your spunk. I'm not English.
I love your spunk. I assume like if she's
she
not
didn't know
English,
because spunk means energy as well, and like pep.
I love your spunk.
I love that. I love how she would have written that and then gone signed whatever and then passed it next and people go, the fuck? Fuck. I accidentally kissed my handsome second cousin from his neck while he was just trying to hug goodbye.
Oh. I mean, the fact you're related is weird to begin with, but then also you've gone.
When Prince Charles saw me drunk. Sounds like one of your followers, mate.
Yeah, when Prince Charles saw me, that's the drama.
Somehow hit myself in the face with a rounders bat in year 7 PE and got a nosebleed. That's shocking. I got told off by my ex's new girlfriend right in front of my ex and all his friends. That is humiliating. That sort of drama.
Saw my mate in a 9 a.m. lecture. He had the same jeans on that a guy had pissed on the night before.
Oh,
yeah.
That's grim.
Pissed on jeans.
This is a strange one. Caught snooping at my male friend's HMRC unpaid bill in the glove box of his car.
What else? Just weird.
Tripped over a low chain link fence at school and face planted right next to my high school crush. Classic. Relatives being super drunk in front of your friends at celebrations. Yes. Yawning loudly in a virtual office chat room and then colleagues ask what happened. In IKEA over the ton I would name come to the lost children area where her granddad is waiting for her. I was 19.
Oh,
that's sweet. And then finally, my mum found my enormous dildo. She laughed and said she thought I was too young.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of sweet, I guess, in a weird...
Enormous dildo. If I had an enormous dildo...
Maybe. Saying you don't.
Exactly, no, it's very small. But I would just think that's always just like a ticking time bomb in my room. Someone's going to find it eventually. And there's one thing finding a dildo, but if you've got like a proper 12-incher, because then it's like, you're that tiny. Yeah. There's a conversation. You don't just go,
I would wear it proudly.
It's like one of those little vibrators where you're like, woo, oh my God, yeah, get yours. But then when you're like, Jesus.
I just have that on the desk and be like, that's what I'm about. You know?
There's new water bottles.
Exactly. No point in hiding it. I am who I am.
Yeah. Thank you very much for sending in your most embarrassing fails. Guys, in FailMail, we'll be back next week with another edition of FailMail. So watch out on the stories on our Instagram, on AIDIF and our socials for your chance to put in your fails.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. You can follow me at all good social media platforms. Ali?
At Ali Woods Gigs. Check me out. Thank you very much for your patience. I'm now back. I will be producing sketches again. I need a little break from it just because it's a bit shattered. Shattered, mate.
It's hard.
There's only so much genius that, one man can handle.
You know, when you put those wigs on and off, that's strenuous. I
love my bloody wig. People do as well. The amount of messages I get when you've got the wig on.
Quality wigs.
When you've got the wig on, I know I'm laughing. Right. Like, maybe I should just post pictures of me in a wig and don't need to. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. We'll be back
Chili
next week.
Woods, Ali's new alter ego.
Chili Woods. Not Alison.
I guess Alison. Okay, anyway, we'll debate about it last. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to All I Do Is Fail. We will be back next week. If you want a bonus episode, you can get it every Tuesday on our Patreon. And I think that's it.
Take care.
Thank you very much. Bye.